Hi, thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can build you a web page so that way you can get ranked onto the top of Google search, and then show you all the volume that you can anticipate with traffic to the site and potential new clients once it does get to the top of the list. So to do so, I've just taken this search and I've taken a few of the top local companies. This one is actually a national company. They just have a location back page, but then I've also taken another actual local company. And I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds on its site and how it's going to rank the website. So you can see there's definitely a little bit of a difference between an actual local company and the power of a national company, but let me go into a little bit of detail on what these numbers mean and then how we can beat them for you. So when Google is looking to determine at what order to rank a website on the list of search results, it uses two different factors. The first is what's called the trust or the authority that the website has. Now, this is basically just a popularity contest. This authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back and create a link to yours. Now, for example, if, say, the local news station did an article on their website and it said the top 10 best moving companies in the area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. So you can see how many other websites that they have linking back to theirs for each of these companies and how much authority that they're bringing. So what just something to note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. So we need to be getting links that aren't spammy, they're authoritative and trustworthy websites, and they're also relative to your industry and making sure that we're linking back to those websites so that way it can pass along that power, authority, and trust onto yours. Now, one very important type of these links is what's called a citation. That's any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. They're usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google Maps. Now, the second factor for ranking a website is the content on the page. So let me just take a look at this local company to show you what I mean. These are all the words and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on this web page, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do some research to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the areas that you service and then the services you want to offer, and we make sure that those are being included on the website. Now, you can obviously see just by the amount of search volume that there's plenty of people looking for moving companies in the area. Now, you'll be getting a percentage of that once the website is ranked onto the top of Google search. And then depending on what your conversion and close rate is for customers coming into your business as leads, you can obviously see how that can add up to quite a bit of income and revenue at the end of the month and at the end of the year based on this amount of traffic. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords. So if we just use this site as an example, when Google is looking at a website, it doesn't really care about the pictures or the layout. Being a computer, it's just going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. It's basically looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on the home page because it assumes that the more information you have on your page, the more of an expert you are, and therefore the more likely it is to recommend you in the search results. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also searching for those keywords, usually any kind of service that you offer, and then the areas that you offer it in. Now, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services and locations and keywords you want to be found for, the more content we have to put on your page. Now, as you can see, this company doesn't have a whole lot of content. And then because this is just a back page or a location page, they also don't have a ton of content on here, more than the other one, which is why they're ranking number one right now, but still not a whole lot of content. So it's definitely something that we can compete with, even though they're a larger company. So when we look at the search results, the first thing that comes up is what's called the map pack. This is a free area to get into. You just need to, what we'll have to do is create a Google business profile for you because I went through here and I didn't see your name listed. So when doing so, there's ways to optimize this so that way you can show up in these top three. So that way you can be at the top of the page as soon as anybody's searching. We do that by filling out as much information as possible, your services you offer, the areas you offer it in, hours of operation. We add your business description. We can put keywords in there. Then what we do is we take photos from your jobs that are geolocated and tagged within your service areas, as well as posting onto the Google profile on a regular basis. Collect as many reviews, and then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. And that'll help you also appear in this map pack even in outlying areas. Now, underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition, and then you'll be getting all that search volume coming directly to you and all those leads coming to your business. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how we can scale some of your online presence organically. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and we can talk about some goals for the business and discuss exactly how we can get there for you. Thanks, and I hope to hear from you soon.